Work over. Outside at last. The cooler air of an early autumn evening shocks. Easing your fingers into your gloves, you try to feel less faded as you make your way through the sharp-elbowed, heads down, desperate scuttling suits to the underground station. Expression blank, you worm your way down the escalator, where you swing on a pole for protection as the train lurches along. Keeping your balance is hard, despite the bodies pinned up against you. The only words spoken are a profusion of half-muttered sorries. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Another escalator rescues you from the sweaty staleness of the tube. Up you rise through the barriers to disperse with the mass of homeward-bound people. After the warmth of bodies, the temperature feels even chillier. Clutching the lapels of your coat together to stop the cold getting in, you start the long walk back to your digs. At first, you sidestep nimbly around people who are disappearing or emerging from side streets and the local shops. Soon, the gaps open up enough for you to find your own step. This is the best part of your day, this no man's land between work and home. The last glimmer of daylight fades, and the street lights drop pools of intermittent brightness. The pavement is strobed by the passing car headlights. Double-decker buses trundle by, full of blank, disengaged faces, harshly lit by the internal strip lights. Your eyes are drawn to them, and you feel like a voyeur peeking in at a dysfunctional family. Through your ponderings, you become aware of another noise infiltrating your conscious. Flap, pad. Flap, pad. Big, slapping feet in trainers. The noise beats out with a methodical, meaningful intent. It is for you, only you. No one else hears it. They are all absorbed in thoughts of their own. Flap, pad, flap, pad. You slow down imperceptibly, and so do the feet behind you. Any vestige of doubt is gone. You understand that your pace is as unique and individual as a snowflake. Minutes before, the street had been full of vanishing or racing ahead footsteps. None had ever kept time with you before. You remain strangely calm, letting the knowledge you are being followed enter you, never altering your pace. Your mind homes in on the sound of those steps. All other thoughts disappear. Flap, pad, flap, pad. Your heart echoes the rhythm. Stopping, as if weary, you switch your bags to carry your briefcase and handbag in your left hand and your gentleman's long umbrella in your right. The end of it taps reassuringly on the ground as you walk on. Flap, pad, flap, pad. The follower starts up too. You don't look back. You don't look around. You stay the same as you were before, lost and slightly dreamy. You do the only thing you can think of, which is not to let him know you know. The cars whiz by with the drivers staring at the tail lights of the car in front. Nobody notices. On the other side of the road, The common darkens, leaving small patches of yellow window light from the tenements running beside you. You walk on while 20 long minutes filter past. The common is gone, and old Edwardian houses tunnel the road. Claustrophobia rise to catch at your throat, but you swallow it down. You walk on, and he comes with you. All your senses are distilled into the steady sound of those big feet. Flap, pad, flap, pad. Soon you must turn away from the main road onto your street, where it is quieter, where kettles will be boiling, couples and families reunited to talk about their days. Who will be looking out of a window? Who will be watching for you? You imagine that if you scream, someone would come to your rescue. Even as you think this, you feel fear stifle your voice into the driest of croaks. It is flat, early winter dark now. You turn onto your street, your heels tapping on the ground. No steps. No flat pad. They are gone. Almost home, you think with relief. You made it. Your mind returns to the everyday. What shall I eat tonight? Who shall I phone? Ribbons of light, square drawn curtains, cosseting the people inside their homes. Soon it will be you. A runner pounds up behind you, thump, thump. You hug the wall on your left to leave him room to pass by in comfort. But he doesn't. As he comes right up behind you, he ducks, squeezing between you and the wall without slowing. He grabs your bag and pulls hard. It is locked in your grip by the briefcase and doesn't come easily. He is forced to slow down to tug the bag. There is a moment and you take it. You raise your umbrella and whack it hard down. It catches him on the neck. The thwack resounds around you both. Stunned, he lets go of your bag. He runs across the now stilled street. Under a lamppost he turns to stare back at you. Then he is gone, faded into the night. Standing behind the one-way mirror, the police are keen for you to identify him, but you cannot. His face blended with the night, while his step bounces forever in your mind, like a mirror facing a mirror into eternity.